Business is completely human, and I'm going to discuss with you today the IDLE approach to life coaching. I have with me today Fleur Allen, a colleague of mine, that will be helping me explain this concept to you. Hi Fleur, welcome.
Hello everyone.
So the IDLE concept that I've designed is based on 5 steps in the process. To be honest, I am an American Idol junkie. I love watching the program, much to the chagrin of my husband, but I do so anyway. But I find it amazing the steps in the process and the journey that the contestants go through. There's a great personal development, transformation that happens with every contestant. And hence, I've broken it down into 5 steps. The first step being the desire that they all have. They all have a dream when they're walking for that first audition. And in coaching, we call this I want. That's the language we teach you to use. The second step is believing, or the beliefs that you have set up about yourself, be they self-limiting beliefs or fears. And the language that we teach you to use is I can. The third step is perseverance, to keep going on whatever journey it is that you're on. And the language that we teach you to use there is I am becoming, because that's who you are changing into. And the fourth, very, very important step is the acceptance step. And the language that we teach you to use there is I am. And that's a powerful, powerful language to be able to use. It's I am. The fifth and final step is success, which is the exciting step. That's arriving where you want to be and who you want to be within your life. And the language that you use there is I have. So does that make sense, Fleur?
Yes, it certainly does. How does it relate to your inspiration of American Idol?
Well, watching the contestants, and they're often very young when they go into the American Idol contest, watching them when they go terrified into that audition room. And what we don't see as viewers of American Idol is that there are pre-auditions even to that audition. And they go in there wanting something. They're not always sure what it is that they want. Maybe I want to be an American Idol, or I want to change my family, or I want to improve my life. Whatever it is, there's some desire within them that they want to realize. And they step into that room and they go for it with nothing to lose. Then they go through the process of going to Hollywood, which is a big dream for some of them. And all their buttons get pushed. And they really land up under a lot of pressure to try and do what they need to do to get through to the next round, which is the top 24. And once again, they get cut down to the top 12. And that's when the whole of America starts voting for them in order for them to land up being the winner of American Idol. So to see them going from the process of actually straggly, bedraggled people almost that walk into the room for the audition, to land up being under the lights a superstar, where the whole of America and the whole of the world knows who they are, is a phenomenal process that they have undergone personally within themselves. And that to me is the amazing process, because they are not the people at the end of that journey that they were at the beginning. And that is what life coaching is all about.
So how do your 5 steps match up to the process of American Idol's process?
Well, the desire, which is your dream, is the audition process, is when they go to that first one. The second one, the believing, is where it really gets to a crunch and they actually get put through to Hollywood. And suddenly they believe, I can do this, because they've got that golden ticket. And we often also need to get rid of what's holding us back and say, I believe I can do this. I no longer need that old belief system that's holding me back. I can change my life. Then they go through to the top 24 process. And that becomes quite hard, because they actually have to accept the day when they get told if they're in the top 24 or they're not in the top 24 is actually traumatic. Because it's an entire day, a long dragged out process where they actually realize, I accept that I'm going through or I'm not going through, but I have come so far. And acceptance of ourselves very often is equally difficult. To take the good, the bad and the ugly and say, this is who I am. I can move forward with this package in my life and create it the way I want to. And perseverance is equally important, because if they didn't go through the perseverance, they wouldn't get where they want to be. And then at the end of the day, standing up with success and going, I have achieved this. Because very often those top 12 still make it somewhere in their career because they've gone through the journey. And they use words like, my life will never be the same again. Even if they drop out at number 12, 11 or 10, they know their lives will never be the same. And it's the same with personal development work. Once you've started looking at yourself and changing your life and really understanding and accepting and loving who you are, your life absolutely will never be the same.
So Do people come to you for life coaching with a specific goal like they do in American Idol?
Not always, in fact very rarely. They will come in with a feeling of, I don't know what to do, I'm lost, I'm confused, I'm not satisfied, or just, if they can actually say the words, I am unhappy, it's actually quite amazing to hear. And then we go through the process of actually teaching them the language, like I want. Because we're not often taught that language as children, to say I want this. So to really feel that you're allowed to receive in life what you want is totally self-empowering. So the coaching process will take you through those 5 steps to feeling entitled and feeling deserving, working on your self-esteem, your self-worth and those good things. And then once you're in that place thinking, I can have more than this, you will obviously then start saying, okay, these are my goals, this is what I want to achieve, and this is what I want my life to be like.
Okay. So what can someone who comes to you expect in terms of timelines of going through this process?
What I do is when you come to me is we set up a 6-session contract, and it's kind of jam-packed within about 2 weekly slots. So we really get the momentum going, and we really get you interested in yourself really, and we get the lights turned on you so that you can really start creating the life that you want and looking at who you are, which is a beautiful thing. After that, we'll slow the process down because you won't need the intensive hand-holding anymore. And then it'll be once a month or as you need it. Sometimes we just need to check in with people and just have a good conversation, good honest conversation with people, and that's what I'm there for.
Excellent. So where and how do I do this?
You go to www.completelyhuman.com and then just contact me through there, and we can set up a trial coaching session and then we can take it from there.
Excellent.
Great. Thanks so much, Fleur.
Thank you.
Thank you.